if you're seeing this, it's time to leave your job. And this was such a scary message to sit here and channel. You see how loud that bird is? Like, that's what was happening in my head, because I'm going to give you, first of all of the challenging debates that's going on in your head right now, because I was like, so first of all, spirit, like asking my spirit team, how can I let them know that this message, or how can I show them by symbolism and stuff like that? You know how you'll watch a channel and someone channeling, and they'll be like, oh, if you've seen a red rose, and I was like, oh, can I have one? And they're like, no. Number one, the signs and symbol is literally them wanting to leave their job. Like, that's literally the symbol and the sign. Okay, and then the rest of this message. So literally that's for you. And then they're like, okay, you can go ahead and give them all the objectives. What's that word? Objections. I was checking my hair. All the objections that are gonna come up for them, and like even the ones who weren't supposed to see this message are gonna click away, even from like that disturbance about my hair and stuff like that. Okay, so that's literally your sign, is that you want to leave your job and you're afraid. So the objection that you have right now is that you won't be taken care of, right? That's the first thing, the first point of contention with you. So that's your objection. You're like, yeah, I want to leave my job, but I have bills to pay. Yeah, I want to leave my job, but capitalism. Yeah, all limiting beliefs. Okay. And I am going to put this in a metaphor for you. I'm gonna tell you what you're doing and how you're blocking the help that your spirit team, great mother universe, um, your angels, your ancestors and guides, you're actually blocking them from helping you leave your job. I'm going to give you the metaphor. When I was sitting, I was walking in the grass and receiving the transmission, and then I was writing it down. So I want you to imagine that there's a palace, okay? This is called a palace of purpose. In that palace is you being able, it holds this frequency, this holy temple of you being able to work in your purpose, in your soul, your life soul purpose, which some of you don't know what that, you're like, what it is, don't worry about that right now. It holds the frequency and the treasures and the gifts of that. It holds the ability to rest and heal, okay, from burnout or from and or trauma, um, from anxiety, from fears, okay? So you get to rest, right? And you get to have fun and you get to experience pleasure, whatever your version of pleasure is, good food and like, sure, money. Money is not like the the goal here, but anyway, but maybe there's like money there, maybe there's a community there, there is love there for some of you who want love. Not everyone wants love, but first of all, it's a palace where you get to learn how to deeply love yourself, right? Where you meeting your friends, your soul tribe. Okay, that's the palace of purpose. Okay, you're working in your souls. You found your purpose, and you're working there. Sometimes you work for like an hour a day, 2 hours a day. Some days you don't work at all. Okay, you're like, oh no, because you feel worthy enough to receive that. Okay, you feel worthy enough to rest and have fun because you know it's your divine birthright and you don't have to be productive. You don't have to produce something. Okay. And I know all of this because I have been learning to do this. Okay. But and I'll share that story with you maybe another time. But anyway, so that's your purpose, of your palace of purpose as the empress or the emperor. This is collective. So it's a divine feminine and divine masculine energy. Genders don't matter, whatever. And it's for everybody basically. Um, so so that's your palace, Now, on the way to the palace, there's a path. Now, this is a dirt path because you're someone who the road, the paveway, the pathway to the palace is grounded. It's incredibly grounded. So that there's a path, right? And along those paths are barricades and some blocks, um, some things that can prevent you from reaching the purpose palace. Okay, and then beyond that, before you even get on the path, there's a gate there, and the gate holds is where your spirit team is surrounding. Okay, that's where they're there. They're collaborating. That's the gateway to get into, the path into the palace. Okay, there's still blocks, barricades in the palace, right? And then you have the gate, right, to the that opens to the path to the palace. All right, stay with me. Stay with me. I'm getting somewhere. I promise. So I want you to imagine that. And then I want you to imagine your spirit team, your ancestors, um, you know, your guides, your angels, and Great Mother, Universe, God, right? They're all there collaborating, okay? And what they're doing is they are the ones that help you with those barricades on the pathway to the palace. But they're at the gate, which means the gate is closed. Guess who is the only one that could give them access to the gate? You. You are in charge because it's your palace. It's your purpose of palace where all the love, the fortune, the luxury is. Okay. But the gate is still closed and they need you to give them access. And you only give them access by moving forward in the pathway. But the job is your barricade. The job is holding you back. But because you're fearful, because you're nervous, you haven't regulated your nervous system. Trust, I know this. I've been doing this. It's new moon in Cancer, June 25th, 2025, right? And I've been regulating my nervous system and not working a 9 to 5 job since September 1st. It was technically August 30th, 2024. Okay, so all of these months, it'll be a year in like 2 months that I've been off of a traditional job. It was scary. And the only way that have survived is by regulating my nervous system. That's the only thing I've been able to do. Okay. So, I'm like getting like a distraction. But anyway, but I've had to regulate my nervous system. You know what I mean? And I had to do this deep inner, and I still have to because it can still be scary. But you don't feel safe enough in your body to believe that you're going to be provided for without a job. You only feel worthy enough to work hard for a job or work hard for money. you know that's all you feel safe for. You're like, well, if I take time off of work and rest and heal and go and have some fun and allow my soul to speak to me about what's next to me in my journey, you know what I mean? If I do that, who's going to pay the bills? How am I going to be protected? How am I going to be provided for? Because you don't truly believe that you're going to be supported and provided for. You're in survival mode. you There's no way that you fully have faith and trust in a great grandma or I, I one of my ancestors, I call her that, but God, universe, whatever, your spirit team, your ancestors, like, you don't think that they'll support you. So how do you trust them? There's no way you trust them if your logic is like, oh, but I don't have enough money, or I don't have this, I don't have the support. I guarantee you, if you're watching this, you have what you need, but you are scared. You don't feel like you're going to be provided for. I know this. Okay? I'm a nurse. So I always had, like, something to fall. Yeah, it was hard. I was working so hard. I was burnout. I was in survival mode. I was like, oh, well, but I have a steady paycheck. Not understanding that container, while it served a purpose, it totally did. It served a purpose for me to be a nurse. I enjoy that. I'm a Cancer rising. Is Cancer and Moon again, but this is a timeless message. So whenever you see it, but so yeah, I enjoyed that nurturing, but guess what? It became a container that limited me eventually. Like, and it was time to go, and my soul would tell me to leave, and then I would leave and take a sabbatical, and then I was like, oh, I would get scared about not being provided for. And guess what? I missed opportunities my ancestors took. Once I started to regulate my nervous system more, and I could hear them more clearly, beyond the noise of my nervous system and fear telling me that, I wouldn't be taken care of. Like, they finally told me, they're like, we're here to help you, but the job is in the way, because the job keeps you in a beta state, brainwave state, where you can't hear the channels, you can't hear what is next, what to do next, the divine unfolding that would help you. That's your ancestors, your angels, your guides trying to tell you where to go next. But the fear, your nervous system, it's too loud, it doesn't feel safe. This is why, even if you don't just quit your job, you need to be taking a week or two. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. You really need to take what you can off, whatever, based off of your current fear-based state. You fear that you don't have enough time. That's another thing. That's another trap. But I'm speaking to your logic mind right now, because you can't jump all. Some of you can't. Your nervous system isn't safe enough for you to completely leave your job. Some of you aren't. You're not safe enough. And I'll be honest, my nervous system wasn't ready to leave. I was going to be provided for regardless. Like, I've not had a steady paycheck since, I don't know, October, or like my last check, September. But so yeah, I haven't had that steady. I've had other things come in, and didn't always come at the. Sometimes we like worship money, like we allow money to dictate everything that we do. Oh, I don't have enough money to, like, and I get it. Your nervous system, and this is actually I'm super passionate about it, but my, your nervous system needs to be coddled and taken care of so it can slowly expand, so that your ancestors, your spirit team, your guides, they can help you. But you have to take a step, even if it's taking some time off of work, so you can quiet, so you can slowly learn. Your nervous system has to feel safe. That's why you sabotage sometimes things that are good sometimes, because your nervous system doesn't feel safe with the good. And so this kind of transition, I'm gonna tell you, I don't even know how I made it this far. And it's not because of money. It's not because I haven't been provided for. I'm talking about inside, because my ancestors, angels, and guides were like, yeah, we know you're scared, but we're still going to be giving you everything you need. Like, some random, like, how do you just like be able to live without paying rent? Like, how, and without sacrificing yourself? I I wasn't sacrificing myself. I didn't have to work hard. I didn't have to give something that I didn't want to, if you know what I mean. Like, I didn't have to sacrifice myself or abandon myself. And I don't know how I made they were with me, because I was like, I can't do this. I'm scared. I'm scared I'm not going to be taken care of. I'm scared there's not enough money. I'm scared, like, everything that I need, that. And then you realize you don't even need as much as you think you need. You still want to experience things, but it's not like, oh my god, I have to have money. Sometimes we're limiting how ancestors, angels, guides want to help us, great mother universe, to help our spirit team. I just say spirit team, but they want to help us, but we keep saying, oh, well, I have to make enough money, I have to make enough. Sometimes someone offering you a place to stay, you know is how they want to help you, but you keep focusing on money. And like, that's the only. Money is beautiful, okay? I'm learning how to, be with money, and not not allow her to be my master, because she'll do that. She loves that. That's why, rich people aren't automatically evil or whatever the case may be, but sometimes they just make money their master and fear their master, okay? But you don't have to be that kind of rich person. Like, you can draw in money without saying, hey, that's the only way. Oh, I get this vision for this business. Okay, I need money. I need money. I need money. That's what I thought. I need money. Like, but what I needed was inside of me, and my spirit team took care of all the practical shit and fun stuff. Like, not just but you have to allow it, and it has to, like, honestly, your nervous system needs to start small because you're not accustomed. This is me. I'm literally talking to me too. I'm talking to me, y'all. I'm telling you everything that I've been through. Been, like, you know what I mean? After leaving my job. So, yeah, like, you're just limiting. You're afraid. One, you're afraid. That's when your number one objection, right? And then two, you don't know how to receive, but this also all stems from being not able to receive without feeling like you have to work hard. Okay? And I actually wrote, this is so wild. It's the Cancer new moon, and I wrote, how long is this video? Oh, it's only 16. I wrote this. So I came to the park to perform my new moon and Cancer ritual with my moonstone, which I forgot at the house, but it's okay. We'll sit with each other later. Anyway, and so I came to the park, and I hadn't written in my spell book for a while. And y'all, spell book is just words. I'm literally gonna show you, like, a spell is not what you think it is. It's literally just words that, like, you're reaffirming. Um, so I had written this, like, I don't know how long ago was it? May. I haven't written in this book since May 12th. Oh my god. Anyway, so I open it to write my new moon and Cancer spell, and I see cocoon phase. You're in this space where some of you, where you're starting to realize that you need to leave, or maybe all of you actually. Like, you already know you need to leave. I was saying that because I was scared. You feel like you need to leave, and you're also in a cocoon phase. And I was like, how are they in a cocoon phase? Like me, I'm not working a 9 to 5 job. I go from outside. I just left the house. Well, went into the public with a lot of people because I was in this such tender cocoon phase. Um, yesterday, after, I don't know, like a month and a half, 2 months, 2 months, like 2 months of not going where there's a lot of people. I come here like almost every day, and I'm outside every day because that's medicine, right? But that's how hard I've been cocooning. And I'm still, like, sort of in that space, not really truly ready to leave. But yesterday was like a little taste. It was like, and there wasn't a ton of people. It was a very curated, you know, good people, group of people, because I'm still, like, in this tender phase of the cocoon. When she's growing, it's like she's receiving the nutrients while she's in there before she becomes, I had to put my shoulders down. Lots of you are holding your shoulders like this, like at work. You don't even realize, like, that's your nervous system just bracing for impact. But so, yeah, like, you're in this cocoon phase, and how can you be in a cocoon phase if you're working? But it's because you like started. You've withdrawn and cut off karmic, like, some karmic, like, shit. People, relationships, that's me too. Like, you've withdrawn yourself. Okay, I'm literally seeing you've been exiting situations and groups and people. I know, girl. I know, dude. Like, me too. And so now you're in this cocoon, and that's a part of your initiation into this next level of your life. You're in the cocoon. Yeah, you're still working, you're in the cocoon, but, you know I need you to start working on regulating your nervous system. I need you to start planning for a sabbatical, you know. And if you want a video on, I have videos on sabbatical, but that was a long time ago, and I've transformed so much since those videos. What the? I, but you can see those videos. You can see how the transformation has been. I thought I transformed before, but now, oh my god. But anyway, so on taking a sabbatical, even if it's like a week, okay, there's other videos, like Stephanie Perry has some, Rashida Dow. People have sabbatical videos, but let me know if you want me to drop another one or something, or But a sabbatical will just help you to take that time off that you need and help you regulate your nervous system beyond those couple of days that you get normally off of work. It's like you're immersing, instead of taking a vacation and going, and not really integrating and not healing and integrating. Integration means like you're embodying what you learned too. Like you need like a couple days to. That's why like I want my retreat to do. Like you need a couple days to be healing, and then at least a couple, like 2 or 3 days to integrate and allow yourself to let that medicine, that healing wash over you before you go to work. Like you're in a tender place, you'll always be in that place. That's how healing works. Like you keep rushing around, not giving yourself time to integrate. So that's why a lot of the answers that you need aren't coming to you. I'm literally speaking from experience. Like, are you kidding me? So that's what I'm saying. Like, you need to do some nervous system work, you know, so that you can enjoy even that. And guess what happens with that? You get even more channels. Oh yeah, I said the ideas, but like you'll get channels, you'll get, like, I'm telling you, it will change your life, and it'll help you with that fear that you have, help you build up faith. Trust me, it's helping me. I still get scared sometimes. I have to return back to I have some free nervous system. I have the Empress Method. It's a free little class on regulating your nervous system to allow for magnetism, attraction, right? And to heal from burnout. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to have like a major trauma to do this nervous system work. Hello, you're living a life of trauma now because you're working too damn much. And by too damn much, yes, I mean 8 hours, 6 hours, whatever. Anything that's beyond your capacity, you're not supposed to be working like that. Hello, like that's why you're in. That's trauma. Your body goes under trauma. You're like working when you work too much. Okay, it's 22. Ooh, 22 is really significant. Well, yeah, it's significant for me. Plus, I was born on the 22nd day. Um, but so yeah, you need that. So click. I have the link below for the free Empress Method, and then I have a free feminine nervous system guide, and then I have paid offerings too. I have my 7 from Fear to Faith, teaching you how to regulate your nervous system. For 7 days, you literally get a drop of rituals. Like, so you don't get everything at once, because you're not supposed to change your nervous system all at once, because this is cyclical. It goes in a circle. It's not linear like the masculine. It's not. Okay, it like flows like this. Okay, there's nothing wrong with masculine energy. We love masculine energy over here. We need masculine energy, but it's like a flow. That's how your your work cycle is supposed to be. Okay, so that I have that, and then I have She Who Heals Herself. I'm gonna be dropping He Who Heals Himself for the emperors, but the empress, you're alchemizing pain, you're receiving, you're attracting, you are magnetic. Oh yeah, like, thank you, spirit, because I had gotten the idea a couple months ago for the He Who Heals Himself, and I was like, I don't know if I'm ready. And so I wasn't ready until I got to witness yesterday some divine masculine energy that was like, whoa. So spirit showed me that yesterday. We had a sun trine Jupiter trine, or trine. Oh yeah, Jupiter Kazemi yesterday on the 24th. So I got to see that masculine, and it was in my first house, Cancer rising. So I got to see healthy masculine, and then like after that I got a download, and I posted it yesterday. It was a oracle transmission, It's called For Men Only, We See You Healing. So that was dedicated to divine masculine, because I'll be doing work that with my own divine masculine partner who I haven't met yet. So, yeah, I wanted to just share with you all of those temple offerings, all of those medicines to help you regulate your nervous system so you can leave your job, even if it's for a couple days. Oh my god, I'm so hungry. I'm probably thirsty too. Anyway, so it's time for me to go. All right. So I can go allow this message to integrate. Thank you so much for being here. I can feel this channel like ending. So I will pray with and for you, great grandmother and mother, universe, ancestors of my own and of this collective who is watching this video. We call upon you now. We invite you into our spaces. I ask that you help support and guide the collective in removing fear, and not necessarily removing it, spirit team, but could you just help them to reduce it and help them to bring fear along with them on this journey in a healthy way. I just ask that you open up doors and that this message reaches, I truly only want it to reach those who resonate with it, who feel called to it, even if it's one person. Even if it's one person, spirit, even if they don't get this message for 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now, I remove myself and the need for external validation if this doesn't reach anyone like when I want it to reach. I release all expectations and I channel this with so much love and devotion. Okay, aho, ashe, and so it is.